Greetings, Trigon shareholders and other stakeholders. Just want to draw your attention to our recent press release titled Trigon Identifies New Zone in the Vicinity of the number 3 shaft. I've got our VP Exploration, Dr. Andy Rumpel, to give you some color on what this is and the significance of it. Now, this is I just describe it as follow-up drilling. So it's area where we were aware there was some mineralization. We had drilled some from surface, and there was even evidence of it from the historic drilling that had been done prior to Trigon's involvement here. But now we've gone back and tested that. So, and Andy, can you give us a little color on what we found?
Well, we had initial drill holes from surface, historical drill holes, which hinted that there is some mineralization in that area. And now we went underground and we punctured these areas with a lot of boreholes. And as you can read in the press release, they're all well above 2% copper, one even in the 3% copper range, which is very, very encouraging. And it shows us that there's a stable mineralization area in that vicinity. We punctured it a lot, plenty of times, and we will follow up in the future with a further 3,500 meters of exploration drilling in that area around the 3 shaft, the decline, and we will hope that we can add more resources to the mine mix.
This is in the area in which we've already got resources. So what is exploration? If you can just describe that, what are you hoping for from exploration in this area?
We're currently busy with understanding the mineralization processes much better, and this is not on the phyllite dolomite contact alone, where we're pretty certain where we have the mineralization. This is one of the pathways for the fluids with the mineralization, but we have identified that shear zones are coming off the contact and they're going into the footwall, into the dolomites, and we find mineralization there. All the additional information from these exploration holes will help us with the predictability of those mineralized zones in the footwall. And if we can catch these, we can add a lot of resources to our life of mine.
Because yeah, I know like the old timers had a rule of thumb about 300 meters from the contact in which mineralization would occur. But what we're really following up on here shows that potentially it could go a lot further, and we can add a lot of volume to the resource. For mining, and why this is important to us is this is in the area of Shaft 3. Currently, our mining from the underground is exclusively in and around Shaft 1 and using the ramp infrastructure at Shaft 1, which should limit us to around 1,000 tons per day of mining from underground. At Shaft 3, we have completely unused mine infrastructure, and we have a decline going right into the areas where this drilling has been completed. So by bringing this into the mine plan, we actually now have an ability to produce more than 1,000 tons per day. Of course, right now our mill capacity is 1,000 tons per day, but we are looking to expand the mill into next year, and this gives us an ability to supplement open pit tons with higher grade underground tons. You can, as evidenced by our recent quarterly numbers, the underground mining has proven to be a lot more profitable than the open pit has, and the significance of the results in the press release is it's showing that we can actually grow with more underground tons from the existing mine infrastructure. So with that, thank you for your attention as always. Stay tuned, lots more updates at Trigon, and hopefully this gives you a better understanding of the press release that we've issued.